Hello and welcome to yet another recording error, because unfortunately these seem to be cropping up from now and again here. The audio did record, but it was so bad. I mean, I've had a couple of occasions where my mic has either recorded way too loudly or way too quietly. This is unfortunately the less fixable of the two methods, in that I have a very low audio track with myself. I think what it might have done is it might have recorded through my headset for whatever reason, as opposed to the Yeti. Either way though, I can make it loud, but I can't make it clear. So it's unfortunately not something I can fix here. But anyway, this is our third Terror mission, I think, and as you can see, I am doing this with SHIVS and mechs mostly, with a couple of low-level soldiers. And I haven't really had much of a chance to show off for SHIVS, really, because they've been sort of outclassed a bit by the mechs. I think this is the video which might recover that situation somewhat, for reasons that will be shown soon, maybe. So, as you can see here, we have Muton Berserker. The other two Mutons are near humans, but unfortunately there's almost no chance of saving them. And I kind of mentioned this at the time, but I've got a feeling I put them in the wrong order, and that Goliaths are definitely more useful for the Terror missions. The Lightnings are definitely useful for alien ship attacks, or definitely the Temple ship and the alien base. They're less useful here though, because I can use them. Because I can use Goliaths as cover. They have the same number of hits, the same damage output, and the same systems. One of those systems is now. You move within 2 phases, I think it is. We get a shot at you. Unfortunately, so did everything else, but we fail to hit absolutely anything here. So overall, not brilliant. But it is still our turn. And we have to move close. And you can luck out on getting 12. Actually, 12. So that's damage roulette only that's taking up to that. So you should only have done 9. But still hasn't solved the overall problem. This, though, is possibly the overall problem. If I'd have thought about it, I could have grenaded here, but there is absolutely no cover up there, as it turns out. There's nowhere safe that I can put those guys against the other two Mutons. So I figured, best bet, take the shot from where we are. They're not going to be able to see us. We'll see what happens. And to be fair, we did hit. I actually quite like the Xcom sniper rifle we're using. It is just as powerful as the laser sniper rifle, so there's no penalty for it. I just love it. It's cool. Except though, 66% chance. If I'd have thought about it, I'd have moved you a bit closer, because as it turns out, you miss, and this causes us a lot of problems because now nobody's got a turn left. Muton Berserker, who does possibly the worst decision here, because he doesn't go up and kill you. He comes back and gets shot by the SHIV with its Sentinel module. And thus, we are dealt with. And depressing, that's going to be the first of many civilians we fail to save this video. In terms of numbers, it's looking a bit more like a classic Xcom Terror mission for number of survivors.
Moving to position.
Anytime, there goes a rocket tank. And the rocket tank will do what a rocket tank does best. Once I determine something else. I'm sure I took a shot there. No, I know what I must have done. This is the problem with low-level snipers and low-level snipers especially, actually. Low-level supports, same thing, really. But especially when they don't have good aim scores, which Voltec doesn't, unfortunately, is that they feel kind of useless. Unlike the SHIV, which just hovers in, does damage, and frees up a shot there for guaranteed kills. And produces lots of fragments in the process, which we're very happy about.
Affirmative.
Desperately trying not to cause things to explode for death now. Here is our first encounter in the Let's Play with heavy floaters. I don't know what they've done to them, but they seem to be even more of a pain than they were before. And they were a pain before.
Heading out.
So here we are, we're in position, we have a shot. Now they do have an accuracy, you do lose accuracy shooting at them anyway, that's part of what this boat has always had. But I don't know, they just seem slightly more... they're definitely more evil.
Let's do this.
Mind you, the sheep that are standing around doing not a lot are very, very sheep-like, so yeah. Here's me desperately looking at range, actually. Yeah, but you know if I'm struggling to work out a decision, because I'll try a stupidly long-range grenade, or I'll consider it anyway. In the meantime, first shot then for the Goliath against the floater, and we do hit 9 damage, which puts it within grenade death. Unfortunately, because you're not as accurate as Combi Tracer, this happens. Actually, no, you did hit. So here's another one, and here's where I'm now lamenting the fact that I forgot to take an arc thrower. We decided to take the chance of a kill because we've got nothing better to do with that turn, and we move on. And the damage starts rolling in. I think that one was restricted by... There you go, after the civilians far too often. If they'd gone for us, they might have had more of a chance of, I don't know, of actually killing somebody. I know they take 3 shots to take down either of our 2 mechs, minimum. And I run into another couple of them. So now we have 4 of them to play around with. Which I thought was a good... Which I thought this was good. No, I didn't. What was the other thing? I did think that civilian being there was a bit annoying.
Aye, aye, Commander.
So we had our shot. We have a 1 in 3 and a just about half. So we leave that alone for now and see what we can do to improve the situation. And what we can do to improve the situation is use the kinetic punch. And dear God, do I love this king. If I'd known how good this was, I would have been using this a lot earlier. The problem, though, they just busted a big hole in the wall. I thought I triggered something there. I did this literally 2 hours ago and I'm forgetting everything. Alright, fine. We'll give the ship the opportunity to go and take the kill. It does. And 2 more fragments for us. Then it's time to move up. Frankly, with all the ammo conservation and things, that really helps the SHIVS. Ammo conservation, the laser gun, and also the suppression, which I'm trying to do here. And actually, that proves to be a bit of an error, because I've now put a hole in the wall, meaning that can now shoot inside, which it couldn't do before. Also, I'm going to do 8 damage with these, because we, of course, don't have we haven't researched autopsied it at this point, so we still can't do maximum damage. This is why it proves to be an error, because I now move you into pretty much a flanked position for that. Which, yeah, not a best of things I could have thought about. But you know, we make stupid decisions sometimes, and sometimes we get away with them. He does have Titan armor and a lot of hit points, so I'm figuring he's got a good chance of surviving it. This, though, turned out to be why I didn't want to punch down that wall. Though it does give me an opportunity to punch down Mutant Berserker. And also, I completely forget he goes on Overwatch moments after it happens. So we dash up. Yep, immediately forgetting that somebody did go on Overwatch, and also forgetting that I really cannot afford to have any injuries, especially to the 2 mechs who are the most important things I've got in this. Yeah, it's not good. Take the shot on him, and I think my reasoning was other people can see that out of range. That was my thinking. I'm not sure I agree with it, but that was my thinking. So we move around, get a second shot, and do enough. 19 damage, as it turns out. With damage relating critical, they are amazingly good. I know I need to hit him with something, so I figure, you know what I'll do? I'll wrap him round and we'll shoot this muton in the back, because actually, that's probably going to be a better move. No, it's not! Oh, I walk into so many blunders this time. On the plus side, I do at least kill the muton. So at least we had that. Now, though, I'm quite reliant on these guys doing something. Laser sniper in the hope that I can do something else. I can't. I need more damage with it, sure, but
Moving. Go on. Head to the ship.
saving our second civilian of the day. So pretty much I have to hit him, or yeah. I think I managed to place this just so it should hurt both of them, but it doesn't, from what I remember. The whole plan was from this wound the berserker so I can punch him to death. That was the whole plan here. After getting fed up with the wall appearing in the way, which it will continue to do regardless of where I place it. But see here. Now I read that as hitting both of them.
Suck on this.
Yep. That didn't work at all. And this is where I realised. So, right. So having made a bad move, we're going to continue to do it anyway. So, kinetic punch. Doing 18 intimidate. And then I figure, you know what, I've got to have the shot here. Or I can just toss another grenade. And I end up giving up on trying to do anything significant and just blow him up. I think I do. I'm sure I do. Maybe I don't.
Catch.
And there goes a muton berserker. And we continue on. So from here, what does Heavy Floater want to do? It wants to do not a lot. Now though, they start doing what I call Operation We Hate You.
They're flanking us.
Which I was a bit lucky there actually. But I don't think it's him, I think it's this guy who starts it. Yep, they start killing civilians because they're just easy at this stage. If only we could give the civilians Titan armor. Ah well. It turns out I luck out and get one more shot with this guy, which is useful. Or would have been had we hit.
Reloaded.
I also kind of debate punching him at this stage, but no, that's kind of not in the cards. So just wrap you round and take the shot. I think this does kill, yep. Okay. So that's the only reason why... Yeah, well. No need to worry about that then, I suppose. Going on tangents and doing things, that's what I do best, apparently. So here, point blank shot on the Heavy Floater from behind. 8 damage. And now at this stage I'm kind of hoping that our squaddies, they're not rookies technically, but you know, can actually do something. I test the smoke screen, but figure that would mostly benefit them and not me, although I could have used it on the civilians, I suppose. And so I took the 1 in 3 shot.
Taken care of.
1 in 3. I also love that view of the, yeah, that view just there of the Goliath, because I love that. Just the Hal,
Hauling ass.
just the Hal style eye thing it's got going on at that point.
Go on. Head to the ship.
And we save a civilian, because otherwise they're just going to shoot them. We're already down by 6. They do not stop there, by the way. 7. And there's number 8. I thought he was shooting one of my guys at that stage, but he wasn't. We're going for the civilians, because they are evil. And don't like them. There might be other reasons too, but you know, they're the reasons I choose to focus on.
Leave this
So we
area.
get the last civilian out of the way in the hopes that we might be able to save maybe one or two of them. And a half chance of doing some damage, we decide to wait and see what happens. And then they've still got loads of civilians they can actually just decide to go and kill.
To that location.
At this point I figure I've got to go around, because I know one of them's on the outside, so it might be going around and hunting anything around the back of the building. I could have moved it in and tried attacking, but I figured, you know what, we've got a couple of rookies, maybe we can do something with them. Or not. Because they don't have squad sites or anything like that. The ship, on the other hand, does have plenty of things it can do. It can move up to there, which it does, and then it can shoot. Well, the rubber ship, because it is, I remember what I ended up doing with this one. Oh, I ended up moving it just further along on the plans. The plan was getting round. Meanwhile, back to here, since it is flanked, and since we have a chance of killing it and taking a shot, we miss.
My gun is empty. I missed the target.
And now we prepare for more civilian death, because I was debating running him up and trying to keep another guy alive, but yeah, I just figured it's not going to work. Not going to work. We'll be fine. If they put this much effort into killing us, they might have actually won this. Or at least made the next mission a lot more difficult. As I said, I'm going to use these 6 basically for this mission. By the way, you miss and you take away the cover it was actually trying to dodge around. And guess what it's going to have a go at? Actually, it didn't. I would have another shot. Maybe that was just the one extra I was thinking of. Well, anyway, we're continuing on then. So we now switch to sniper rifle, headshot, and hope.
No longer.
And sometimes that's enough, strangely. Shiv moves round for the final kill. Boom. And all glory to the Shivs again.
Mission accomplished.
We did save half, which apparently is good enough to qualify and will cause us all a panic reduction and everything like that. It's surprising how few of them you actually have to save to, I don't know, break even or at least be successful. I mean, the aliens only got half of us.
Everything by the
Hooray!
numbers and not a scratch on them. Hopefully,
And
every
we have a
operation goes
promotion.
this well.
And again, covering fire is useful. Definitely useful. I love the ability multiplayer, but I go for the sprinter just because I like to have them able to move. 76 kills our comedy traitor is now up to.
We will be
Oh,
in
dear.
touch, Commander.
Well, at this stage, now we go for the heavy floater autopsy because
Another variation on a previously identified specimen, this is the heavy floater. As you can see, the aliens have made substantial improvements to the armor and weapons systems available, while removing some of its exposed vulnerabilities.
and this was the advanced repair project we kind of already knew about, but now we have it available. On the plus side is now we've got enough weapon fragments, we now actually begin researching quite a lot of our stuff. In fact, I'll check how much we got there, and I'm flicking the mouse across wildly. I have no idea what I was talking about, but I'm sure it was silly and whatever. And here I'm now debating upgrading the second mech versus waiting for the third level mech. And I think I err on the side of let's wait for the third level mech. Especially now that the heavy floaters and things are getting us this. This is now me just making absolutely sure that I've got to use those same 6 again on the next mission, which is obviously the covert operation.
We've got a large contact
Or
and it's coming in
not.
fast. We're going to have a difficult time keeping up with this one.
Yep, it decides right now when I really need those 6 soldiers I've currently got, most of them shivs already, that we should attack a large UFO. On the plus side, now that we've got these everywhere, this is what these will do. They will knock everything out of the sky. Because they are amazing. And so the next time, I think there's still a bit of video to go actually on this, so who knows. Yeah, I think this is me just working out what I can actually do with the rest of it. But everybody's on missions, so. And also decide, I think here, because as I mentioned, the flying ones are more useful on the larger alien ships or the. Oh yeah, promotions as well, because it must be done. Also, they're slightly different colours. I know I mentioned this. I probably mentioned this in the previous video. I think I did, or haven't. But I decided I quite like that with the two different shades of violet. Maybe I don't know. Anyway,
Strike one.
this leads us
Prepare
on
for
to
landing.
the next mission, which again has similar properties here. We can't really afford too many injuries here. This is going to get a little rough, maybe.
Get ready
And
to
also,
deploy. Our AO is within the
This
continental
stage,
United
I'm
States.
fearing what new enemy might have occurred.
Our
by
target
this
went
stage.
down in a remote area, but we have to secure the site before the aliens recover any
And I
survivors.
still forget my arc thrower. So it's taking a while to load that one. I remember that doing that, but oh well. Anyway, until the next time then.
Come in, HQ. Big Sky has reached the outer marker. Approaching the crash site
What did I
now.
do? No, I
Strike
didn't
team
do
is
that.
awaiting your orders.
No, this is the end.
Affirmative, Big Sky.
I'm about to say
Strike
until
orders
next
free to
time
engage
with a little
hostile
flourish of
targets at the
flicking
crash
the
site.
mouse around. But hurrah. Until then.